Forget complicated workouts. These 7 kettlebell exercises are all you need to build muscle and get crazy strong. I'm going to show you the only moves that actually matter. If you master these 7 kettlebell exercises, you'll never need a gym again. Kettlebell swing. The kettlebell swing is the king of explosive power moves. And if you're not doing it, you're missing out on one of the best ways to torch fat while packing on muscle across your posterior chain. Picture this. You grab a kettlebell with both hands, feet shoulder width apart, and hinge at your hips like you're about to launch a rocket. The key here is the hip drive. It's not an arm swing, it's a full body explosion. Start with the bell between your legs, knees slightly bent, back flat, core tight. Then thrust your hips forward powerfully, squeezing your glutes and snapping your hips to propel the kettlebell up to chest height. Let gravity pull it back down between your legs, and repeat. This move hammers your hamstrings, glutes, and lower back like nothing else, building that raw, functional strength that carries over to deadlifts, sprints, and even everyday lifting. But don't stop there. It's also a cardio killer, ramping up your heart rate and burning calories long after you're done. For muscle growth, aim for higher reps, like 3 sets of 15 to 20, because the swing creates metabolic stress that forces your muscles to adapt and grow. Imagine the swing as your foundation. It teaches your body to generate force from the ground up, engaging your core for stability and preventing injuries down the line. One common mistake is rounding your back. Keep it neutral to protect your spine and maximize power transfer. As you progress, you'll feel your grip strengthening too, since holding onto that swinging weight challenges your forearms and hands. Racked squat. Moving on to the racked squat, this is your go-to for lower body domination, sculpting quads, glutes, and even your core into rock-solid muscle. Unlike a traditional squat, you hold the kettlebell in the rack position, right up against your chest, elbow tucked in, wrist straight, like you're cradling a trophy of gains. Feet shoulder width, toes slightly out, and drop down by bending your knees and hips, keeping your chest up and back straight. Push through your heels to explode back up, squeezing everything at the top. This setup forces your upper body to stabilize the weight, turning a leg exercise into a full body challenge that builds serious strength and hypertrophy. The rack position engages your shoulders and traps just to hold it steady, so you're getting bonus upper body work while your legs do the heavy lifting. For muscle building, it's all about controlled reps, say 4 sets of 8 to 12, to create that time under tension that sparks growth. Feel the burn in your quads as you descend. That's where the magic happens, stretching the muscle fibers before contracting them powerfully. It's incredible for improving squat depth and mobility too, especially if you struggle with barbell versions. One tip, don't let your knees cave in. Drive them out to protect your joints and hit the outer quads harder. As you master this, your balance improves dramatically because the offset weight demands core activation on every rep. Think of it as a compound powerhouse that not only adds size to your legs, but also boosts your metabolism for all-day fat burn. The racked squat is forgiving for beginners yet scalable for pros. Start light to nail form, then load up to push your limits. Kasac squat. Now let's talk about the Kasac squat, a lateral lunge on steroids that targets your inner thighs, glutes, and hips in ways most exercises ignore, leading to balanced, injury-proof muscle. You start wide stance, toes pointed out, kettlebell held at your chest or goblet style for added resistance. Shift your weight to one side, bending that knee while keeping the other leg straight, lowering until your butt nearly touches the ground. Then drive back up through the bent leg's heel. Alternate sides smoothly. This move stretches and strengthens your adductors and abductors, building that side-to-side power essential for agility and overall leg development. It's a game changer for muscle symmetry, preventing imbalances that could sideline you. Aim for 3 sets of 10 per side to really feel the hypertrophy kick in, as the deep stretch promotes muscle tears that repair bigger and stronger. The Kasac also fires up your core for stability, especially as you transition between sides, making it a sneaky AB workout too. Common pitfall, don't lean forward. Stay upright to maximize glute engagement and protect your back. As you get stronger, the mobility gains are huge. Your hips open up, reducing tightness from sitting all day. This exercise shines in building functional strength for sports like soccer or martial arts, where lateral movements rule. Feel the burn in your groin area. That's your inner thighs waking up and growing. It's not just about size. It's about creating a well-rounded lower body that performs under pressure. Over time, you'll notice better squat form in other exercises because of the improved hip flexibility. The Kasac squat demands focus on form to avoid strain, but once dialed in, it's addictive for the pump it delivers. The kettlebell halo. Shifting gears to the upper body, the kettlebell halo is a shoulder savior and builder, circling the weight around your head to carve out delts, traps, and even improve mobility for overhead presses. Grip the bell by the horns, upside down, handles in hands, and stand tall, feet hip width. Slowly rotate it around your head in a smooth circle, keeping elbows high and core braced to control the motion. Go both directions for balanced development. This isn't a speed drill. It's about controlled movement to engage the rotator cuff and stabilize the shoulders, preventing injuries while adding muscle. For gains, do 3 sets of 10 to 15 reps per direction, feeling the constant tension that hypertrophies those hard-to-hit shoulder muscles. It's brilliant for warming up before presses or as a finisher to pump up your delts. The halo also loosens tight shoulders from desk work, enhancing range of motion for better performance in all lifts. One key, don't let the bell drop behind your head. Keep it close to maintain tension. As you progress, your posture improves. and you'll feel more confident in overhead activities. This exercise targets the often neglected rear delts too, creating that 3D shoulder look that's key for aesthetics and strength. Think of it as mobility meets muscle, perfect for anyone who's plateaued on traditional shoulder work. The circular path challenges your coordination, building neural connections for smoother, stronger movements overall. Incorporate it regularly, and your shoulders will thank you with growth and resilience. Bent over row. The bent over row with a kettlebell is your back-building beast, pulling muscles like lats, rhomboids, and traps into overdrive for that thick V-shaped torso. Hinge at your hips, back flat, kettlebell in one hand, opposite knee and hand on a bench if needed for stability. Pull the bell up to your side, elbow tight to your body, squeezing your shoulder blade at the top, then lower controlled. Switch sides for balance. This unilateral focus corrects imbalances, ensuring even muscle growth and strength. Aim for 4 sets of 8 to 12 per arm to maximize hypertrophy through that powerful pull. It's compound magic, hitting your biceps and rear delts as bonuses, while your core works overtime to keep you steady. Avoid jerking. Smooth pulls build real power. Over time, you'll feel your grip and forearm strength surge, aiding in swings and get-ups. The row is essential for posture correction, countering slouching with stronger upper back muscles. Imagine rowing your way to a back that turns heads and handles heavy loads effortlessly. It's versatile. Do it standing for more core involvement or supported for isolation. For muscle, the eccentric lowering phase stretches fibers for optimal repair and growth. This move translates to real-world pulling strength, like moving furniture or climbing. Pair it with presses for balanced pushing-pulling ratios, reducing injury risk. Kettlebell press? Enter the kettlebell press, the overhead juggernaut that blasts your shoulders, triceps, and chest for serious upper body muscle and pressing power. Clean the bell to rack position, then press it straight up, locking out your arm overhead while keeping your core tight and body aligned, no leaning. Lower back to rack slowly. Do both sides if single arm for balance. This move builds pressing strength that's functional and raw, unlike machines. For growth, hit 3 to 4 sets of 6 to 10 reps, focusing on full extension to engage every fiber. The instability of the kettlebell forces stabilizers to fire, creating denser muscle. Tip: punch through the ceiling at the top for max contraction. It improves shoulder health by promoting proper mechanics, warding off impingements. As you advance, your triceps thicken, and your confidence in overhead work soars. The press carries over to daily tasks like shelving items or sports throws. It's a calorie torture too, elevating your heart rate for metabolic boosts. Think of it as the pinnacle of upper body strength, forging delts that pop and arms that command respect. Combine with rows for antagonistic balance, enhancing recovery and gains. For crazy strong pursuits, this is your ticket to overhead dominance, building a frame that's as powerful as it is aesthetic. Turkish Get-Up. Finally, the Turkish Get-Up, a full-body symphony that ties everything together, building muscle, stability, and coordination for ultimate strength. Lie on your back, kettlebell pressed up in one hand, same side knee bent. Roll to your elbow, then hand. Sweep the straight leg under to kneel, then stand up tall, arm locked overhead. Reverse to the ground. Switch sides. This step-by-step beast engages every muscle. Shoulders for the hold, core for twists, legs for the rise. It's slow and deliberate, perfect for 3 sets of 3 to 5 per side to build enduring strength. The get-up enhances proprioception, making you more aware and controlled in movements. It's rehab gold, strengthening weak links to prevent injuries. Feel the total body tension? That's comprehensive muscle activation leading to growth. Master it, and your mobility skyrockets, aiding all other exercises. It's not about speed, but precision, teaching patience for long-term gains. Over time, you'll handle heavier bells effortlessly, proving your crazy strong status. This closer integrates the previous moves, creating a cohesive, powerful you. There you have it, the only 7 kettlebell exercises you need to get massive muscles and insanely strong. Incorporate them into your routine 3 to 4 times a week, progressing weight as you adapt, and watch the transformation. If this fired you up, smash that like button, drop a comment on your favorite exercise, subscribe for more no BS fitness tips, and share this with a buddy who's ready to level up. Let's build that strength together. See you in the next one.